Alright guys, so welcome back to another Troll Weather update. I have a special guest. Introduce yourself.
Yo guys, it's your boy Declan Storms.
So yeah,
Subscribe to my channel.
he's gonna be collabing with me today. Make sure you subscribe to him. He has good weather content,
We
like me.
we uh we we've been collabing like since before Christmas, but this is our actual first video that we're doing together.
Yeah, so yeah, this is our first actual video. We're taking a look at Tiffany here first of all. The convection right now is really good on the system. Minus 90s are very notable there as well as a lot of minus 80s, and it looks like it keeps on rebuilding itself after losing its convection. Do you got anything to say about this?
Well, it looks like it's gonna be moving back out towards the ocean again, but whether it's gonna do that, we're not quite sure. Now, the model runs, they want it um to not loop back out of water. Now they want it to stay straight over land and just completely weaken. But honestly, I don't think that will happen because it is meant to eventually go back on to land, eventually go back over water, and then apparently the GFS on the 6C model on Monday, the 24th of January 2022, they want a major cyclone on the other side of Australia as a 942 millibar cyclone right now.
So
And if you
yeah.
guys don't believe me, I would take a screenshot and I'll get Curtis to edit it in the video. So that means then you can see some of my lovely um satellite imagery as well. So if you want to see my lovely satellite imagery, stay tuned for that. Go subscribe to my channel, and then you can see all my lovely satellite imagery that I had of um different storms like Camille, Gilbert, and all that jazz. So anyway, let's move on. So
So
about
yeah.
Typhoon Tiffany, is blowing complete minus 90-degree cloud tops on its center
Yeah, it's very good.
in in on land.
So yeah, its convection is looking very good. Um, Pretty bad rainfall threats for Northern Territory parts of Australia. As it looks like at the latest frames, there is a little blob of convection which is going over Northern Territory, with minus 90-degree cloud tops. That could be a lot of rain and a lot of flash flooding. We're gonna have a look at the JTWC now. The JTWC forecast
Let
current.
me just open a JTWC on my phone
Yeah,
1 sec.
I'll open the JTWC. So here is
Here we
the
go.
remnants of Tiffany here. They
It doesn't
actually
it
haven't
it
marked
it
it.
doesn't it doesn't say it doesn't
Yeah,
say
the
anything.
JTWC have just unmarked the system. It's still honestly on the JTWC satellite, and I think Declan could agree with this. It still does look kind of like a cyclone on the JTWC satellite imagery. Have you got anything to
It
say,
does.
Declan?
Yeah, yeah. About that, as you heard what Curtis said, it does look like a cyclone on land. No, on land, yeah, on satellite imagery. Because it looks good right now. Um, I honestly think that this is a tropical storm over land. Honestly, if this is not a tropical storm right now, I don't know what they're doing. Because remember, Curtis put a video out, the JTWC scoop with Rye, and it was a Cat 5, I think Cat 3 or Cat 5, and they said it was a tropical storm when it clearly had an eye, a pinhole at that point as well. Um, and yeah, so if they're messing up and they're calling their system an X when it's not, then yeah, and there's also a system near New Zealand as well. That's a subtropical storm or a subtropical cyclone if you live in Australia and New Zealand. Um, it's subtropical storm Cody. Um, it doesn't look the best. I admit it doesn't look the best. It looks more like an extra tropical than it does subtropical. In my analysis anyway. So that should deliver some rainfall and some gusty downpours to New Zealand. Now, whether that's going to happen, we're not quite sure. What if that will happen? But um, as you guys as you guys uh, as you guys know that these systems can become very strong if the conditions are right for it. If it has warm SSTs above, is it 26 degrees Celsius?
Yeah.
Above 26 degrees Celsius, low wind shear, very warm sea surface temperatures, at least 26 to 30 degrees Celsius, maybe more than that, to sustain a Cat 5. Now, you had some beautiful Cat 5s out there recently. 2019, you had Dorian, you had Goni last year, no, in 2020.
And you've had Rye
You,
this year.
you had Ryan 2021, which is now 2022. So I hope you guys enjoyed your New Year's anyway on Curtis's channel. Um, there'll be more. I think there'll be more animations coming out anyway. Don't know if there will be or not, but that's up to Curtis because I think Curtis does one once a month now. I think
Yeah.
so. I don't know if I uploaded one in January, but I can have a look later and I can put in the comments. So anyway, moving on.
Alright,
So what do you want to say first?
so gonna go on to subtropical storm Cody as you were talking about it
What
briefly.
tropical tidbits?
Yeah, on tropical tidbits, we're gonna have a look at subtropical storm Cody with the satellite loop.
It, it has no convection at all.
So yeah, the convection right now is awful. We're only getting into minus 40s briefly, that maybe even minus 35s, and that's it. It's lost a lot of its convection over the last 12 hours. In the latest frames, you can see there's pretty much only blue and green convection, which is minus 20 to minus 30 and minus 40. So there's not a lot at all. Now we're going to have a look at the true color zoomed out imagery of Cody. Um, so when this loads up, we can see it it has got some actually all right cloud tops, and it's very southern, very southern band there, but that's probably due to shear, and those geo bands of rain will probably go into New Zealand, unless it looks like actually it might be traveling southeast. It might be staying away from New Zealand, which might be good news for New Zealand. So do you have anything to say about this storm, Declan?
Well, it does look like it is moving southeast, but at the same time, some of the models want it to go straight pure south near Auckland and deliver some rainfall with Auckland to Auckland. And that's about 2 days time from now, apparently. But I don't think it's 2 days time. I think it's probably at least a day's time, at least. Tomorrow, it or Sunday, it might make landfall. We don't know if it will, but at the same time, if it does, you guys be prepared. Like it's a normal hurricane. I know you guys don't get hurricanes in New Zealand, as we don't get hurricanes in England as well. But at the same time, um, just be prepared anyway, as we had to be prepared in England for Barbara and all those other storms that formed in 2021 near um, near the Northern Atlantic, which severely some of the storms were like at least category 3 strength from the Saffron system hurricane wind scale, which caused a lot of damage in like coastal places like England, in Blackpool, Liverpool, Stoke Pool, and all that jazz. Um, you guys are not familiar with UK places, just search them up. If you live in America or Australia or anywhere else, just feel free to search them up. Or want to know some facts, just DM us on Discord. Links will probably be in the description below. Don't know if Curtis will do that. But
Yeah,
anyway,
well,
he probably will. But anyway, um, about the models, um, 91 S is it?
yeah, that's the other
90,
invest.
91S. Looking at the model ones yesterday, I think it was. Yeah, yesterday.
It's
They said it was
91p
going to
actually.
become a Category 3 on the Safian System Hurricane Wind Scale, which is a Category 5 on the Australian scale. Cat 4 to Cat 5 on the Australian scale. Now, I don't know if that is right, because some of them, the GFS has been right this year for the Atlantic. They were right with Grace. They were right with Elsa. They were right with Felicia. So they haven't been right with the cyclones. They've only been right with the hurricanes. I think they only do well with hurricanes instead of cyclones. I don't know why. I don't know how that. Don't know why it's not differently like that. So would be anyway. Um, moving on about that. Looking at Invest 91S. So what do you want to say about Invest
So
91S first?
it's actually 91p, and
Oh,
looking at it,
I thought it was 91S.
no, it's p.
Oh,
Looking at it, it's building up some pretty good
it's
convection.
awful.
It is building up some alright convection. Not gonna lie, minus 80's getting in there. Some brief minus 85s,
And brief
very brief.
70s, 75s, so just decent enough for the system. But if it's in the more warmer waters it is, the more fuel it's gonna have. Like say if it was in 24 degrees water, it would like Seth was. It would only have a little bit of convection, maybe not even a little bit, maybe barely any convection. Now, luckily, Seth became a tropical storm before no a subtropical depression before weakening again because it actually became an extra tropical. Now, if this storm does exactly the same, that will be a actual record for two subtropical depressions forming near New Zealand. Now that I think so anyway, but if that does happen, then um then we're in trouble because if something happens like that, it'll be a La Nina. We're still in the La Nina right now. We'll show you the La Nina in a minute. Still quite strong, actually. Now, my predictions on my channel will be out in early February, late February, early March-ish time. So stay tuned for that. I did say I was going to put them up in December, but I thought it was too early to put them up because um because why would I put them up now when wait further on in the season, wait until further in 2021 um for the before just before like 2 months, 3 months before the season starts, because that means then the the Colorado State University will update their numbers. Well, my numbers, I'm thinking 22 name storms, 10 hurricanes, and 4 to 6 majors. Now, that's probably a lot. If we haven't landing, that's if we have a La Nina. If we have an El Nino, it's probably going to be 12, 6, and 2,
So,
or 1.
so actually, right now, I'm looking at the GFS, all of the model runs for 91p, and they're saying this could become a Category 2 on the
Not bad.
Saffir-Simpson hurricane scale.
Not
Um,
that. So is that category 3, cat 4 on Australian?
Yeah, so this could be
Kind of a big storm.
it could be if it goes near some islands or anywhere like that, it could be pretty bad for those islands. It looks like it might go near
Or is it going to hit
Tonga.
Fiji and stuff?
Looks like it will go near. It looks like it might go down just southeast and extra tropical from there. All of the GFS models um they're pretty uncertain, but um some of them have it going northeast and looping around. Some of them have it just going southeast from now. It's pretty uncertain as of this time. Um, so now what I'm going to show you guys is weather NURS, just the satellite imagery on
The
weather
satellite
NURS.
imagery of 91p, I think it's been displaced more towards the north. Now, the center, I'm still on tropical tidbits, but you can roughly see where a center is, I think. You can see a little swirl. Now, if you see a little swirl, that's where the center is. Now, that bit needs at least bit of convection. Now, apparently, subtropical storm Cody is 45 knots right now, but I don't know why the JTWC is messing up again with Cody. They aren't saying that this system is subtropical. They are saying that this is extratropical now. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. It's got a minimum central pressure of 989 millibars, a maximum sustained wind of 45 knots, and it's located at 28.2 degrees south and 179.2 degrees east. Um, Environmental pressure is none. Radius circulation is none. Radius maximum winds is none. But looking at Tiffany right now, it's now intensified 25 knots with a minimum central pressure of 999 millibars, um, and located at 17.1 degrees south and 125.7 degrees east. This yesterday was 50 knots. Now that's gone up from from 15 to 25. So that has actually increased 10 knots in 12 hours. So that's kind of OP
So
because
so right now I'm looking at the weather nerds data thingy around all the tropics. They're still saying that Cody is a tropical cyclone, and they are saying Tiffany is still a tropical depression, and SP-99 is actually not going to go near any significant islands if it does intensify. However, right now it's bringing some pretty bad rainfall to some islands. I'm not sure what they're called, forgive me, but it is bringing some pretty bad rainfall to those islands. But it looks like Weathernines are still going for Cody and Tiffany still cyclones at this time. Declan, do you have anything to say about this?
well, Tiffany has no dry air at all on Weather Nerds. It's completely in moisture right now. But on Cody, that has a lot of dry air infiltrating its system. It's not the wind shear. The wind shear is alright, but this has been the only problem since Cody formed was the dry air. It was okay when it first formed. When it got named, it was okay. But 2 days after being named, it had a massive loop of dry air around it, and luckily it was building a wall of moisture to block that convection, to block that dry air from waning the convection until the wind shear picked up a bit the last couple of days, blew the convection off. The dry air managed to infiltrate in. The wind shear went, and I think the wind shear is about 25 knots now, which is still steering the system, but it wasn't as much as it was earlier on. Back, um, it was about 40 knots the other day. It was 40 knots on Tuesday. I don't know how the system was still intensified on Tuesday, but it was. And for 91S, that's in a lot of dry air right now. I mean, a lot. The Weather Nerd satellite imagery, they have it over the islands. Now, I think those islands, if I look correctly, they're near, because you've got New Caledonia 1,000 miles away from those islands. Now I don't know what those islands are called. Like I say, like Curtis said, forgive me, but um, do expect some rainfall in these islands. You can see a swirl. Now the swirl is starting to get the convection on it. If you have a look at the latest frames, some of the convective clouds are from the massive chunk of convection is starting to go wrap around, which possibly by early next week it'll probably have convection on it. So
So yeah, I'm looking at that convection right now, and that could be signs of some intensification starting to happen, or some signs of this system actually starting to get a rotation. Um, this system could get named soon, into the next tropical cyclone. But I think that's really it for this tropical update. And guys, we're gonna start doing this more frequently as well. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel and the channel.
especially in the Atlantic when there's like those monster storms like Category 4s, Category 3s, Category 5s, and
Yeah.
even like what Sam did when it just formed off the MDR, off the coast of Africa, moved into the MDR, and just moved straight northwards. Um, even those systems, those can be deadly to Bermuda, the Azores, England, Spain, France, New York, um, Massachusetts, and Nova Scotia, Newfoundland. Is it New? I think it's Newfoundland or
Yeah.
Finland. I don't know. Is it Newfoundland or Newfoundland?
Foundland.
Not Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Newfoundland. A lot of people say it's Newfoundland, but I think it's Newfoundland. So anyway, before we go, because we've got to edit this video, I would like to appreciate. Thank you for your subscribers.
Same.
Now, Curtis is Curtis. Curtis's viewers, if you guys want to subscribe, you're more than welcome. Link will be in the description to my channel. Link also will be in the description for our Twitters. If you want to DM us, and also link will be for our Discord if you want to DM us as well.
So
So,
yeah,
um, so yeah,
I think that is it for this video. Well, this is obviously our first
I'll
tropical
have
update together.
I will have an update out later on at 9 p.m. GMT time, which is 3 o'clock Australian time, I think.
Yeah, I'm
And
pretty sure.
I don't know what time that will be in Eastern Standard Time.
So, well, yeah, thank you for joining me today, Declan, for this tropical update.
You're welcome.
And thank you everyone for watching this video. We pretty much, I think we covered everything. Yeah, we did. Thank you for
Well, no,
watching this
we didn't.
video.
We didn't. The wind shear.
Oh yeah, true.
We'll do that in tomorrow's video, guys. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Even get your dog to subscribe and share
Yeah, make
and
sure you do.
like.
But
Even your
anyways,
birds, even your cats as well.
every
Even
animal you have.
even your mom, your grandma, your dad, your family, your friends, your dead, your. Oh, I'm not gonna say that. Anyway, peace out, guys. Um, another animation will be coming out next week on both of our channels, on the Hurricane Trackers channel. Subscribe to the Hurricane Tracker channel as well. Now, the link will be in the description of that channel as well, as my Discord will, Curtis's Discord will, as well. All three of our channels will be in there as well, and also our Twitters as well will be there. So subscribe, comment, like, and as I would say, peace out, and I'll see you at 9 o'clock GMT time tonight.
And
Peace.
thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Peace out.